Do you feel powerful? German sociologist Max Weber defined power as the ability to make someone do something. Do you possess the ability to make others bend to your will? Do you feel like you can get our government to do what you want? Probably not. Politics, at its most essential, is the struggle for power. Competing interests work against each other to exert their will. But here is the nub of the problem. If we accept that politics is the struggle for power, then why are Americans checking out of politics, not voting? Does this mean that Americans don't want power? Or does it mean that they feel like they don't have access to power through voting? It would appear that people feel voting is a pointless exercise and doesn't affect the power structure in any way. In the introduction to his book, The Populist Moment, Lawrence Goodwin talks about similar feelings of resignation over 100 years ago in the 1890s. People do not believe they can do much in politics to affect substantively either their own daily lives or the inherited patterns of power and privilege within their society. Just as then, modern Americans aren't participating in electoral politics because we don't think it can make a real difference in our lives. Is non-voting a response to feelings of apathy and impotence? The results of one Kettering Foundation study in 1991 were pretty unequivocal. Americans do care about politics, but they no longer believe they can have an effect. The study goes on to say that Americans describe the present political system as impervious to public direction, a system run by a professional political class and controlled by money, not votes. Americans are losing faith. As fewer and fewer people participate in our democracy, it loses legitimacy. Continuing with the idea that politics is a struggle for power, we must ask ourselves, how is power exercised today? Money is power. That is the cliche, but there is truth in this old saw. People struggle for political power so that they can have a hand in exercising economic power. In a political system where the rich have all the political power, economic power will primarily accrue to the rich. We always hear about the free market. It is said that for everyone to benefit in today's hyper-competitive economy, we must unleash the power of the free market. Free markets have uncanny, some might even say, godlike powers to fix our problems, or so we're told. But truly free markets, that is, markets that are free of any constraints, do not actually exist in this world. All existing markets operate under rules. Laws determine the playing field of all markets. Therefore, markets are a political construct. This is important to understand. This is why the rich want political power, because if you can control how the market is organized, you don't have to play to win. You can just write the rules so that you always win. The system is rigged for the benefit of those who have power, and the majority of people in this country have no power. The majority in this country may not feel powerful, but we are. And there are lots of us. The nice thing about majority politics is that when you give the majority what they want, you can win. It's kind of a no-brainer. It's also not happening right now in our political system. But if the majority was given a mechanism to start making changes in its own self-interest, it would probably be pretty hard to stop it. Just saying. Please give a like, follow, favorite, and subscribe to my free Substack. Let's make them pay.